up, world? How you doing? This is Argustic, Dunbar, the hybrid entrepreneur. I'm here with one of my favorite entrepreneurs out the Dallas Metroplex, Miss Sévon. Mama Say, how you doing?
I'm doing well.
Thank you so much. Let me tell y'all, okay? It's been a long time coming. I've been trying to get this for a while. I am bumming off her. She got a lot more followers than me. I am looking. Her followers. So your followers did what? Like, shared your video, viewed it 1,000 times in one day? What was it? Because you told them to, right?
Yeah.
So tell your followers right now, right? Because they're going to see it. Tell your followers. Yes.
Okay, Mama's Babies. You know I call you Mama's Babies.
Yes.
So all of Mama's Babies, you have to go and follow the Hybrid Entrepreneur. Go do that right now. Don't finish watching this video. Go do that right now, and then come back to the video.
That's what I'm talking about. I've been waiting on this. So Sévon, the what we're going to say, the social media personality, the entertainer. What do we want to call it? What do we want to call Sévon?
You can call me social media influencer. You can call me a personality. You can call me the entertainer. I don't care what you call me, but make sure you put my name right on the check, okay?
Okay, I like it. She's so funny. We were talking about Sévon entertainer, but we thought that might make you sound like a stripper. Oh, okay. All right. So let's talk about some of your accolades, right? So hosted the Legacy Awards in Houston. Hosted and coordinated the Legacy Awards in Houston.
I hosted the Legacy Awards in Houston.
That one. And then hosted and coordinated the fashion show, the Explicit Content fashion show. And both had 500 people or more in attendance.
Yes.
Love it. And then also the host of the reality TV dating show.
Yes.
Bayer Boot.
Correct.
And you guys you and Desmond are currently working on getting that on Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, all those things. I like it. I love it. Your street interviews are hilarious. These people, I don't know, what street do y'all be on?
Oh, okay. So typically we're in Deep Ellum or we're in Uptown, and you all know how Uptown and Deep Ellum can be if you're in the DFW area. So whatever you think they're doing and they have going on those interviews. Oh, Lord.
I'm assuming some of these people, they don't even care about what you're talking about. They just want to talk to you.
Yeah, a lot of people just grab my hand and give me hugs, and that's fine. It's good for pictures. So
I like it.
I like it when they answer my questions, too. So.
Yeah. So tell us more about your social media and your business in general and how you got started.
How I got started. So social media really helped me build my actual business. I got started modeling in 2014. I actually followed a hashtag. That's why I really promote using hashtags, because I followed a hashtag and it got me to an audition, and that audition led to another audition and then another one, and all of a sudden I'm not even Sévon the model anymore. I'm now Sévon the radio host. And then I moved from radio host to now I have my own media business, and then it got bigger and bigger and bigger. So just what do I do? Basically, I blog, I vlog, I write. I'm actually script writing right now.
Okay.
And I'm actually a host. I host events. I host shows, like he said, the Bayer Boot show, and that is really that would sum it up. If we had to sum it up.
I like it. And you've had a social media, you have, how many YouTube videos do you have? You have a lot.
Yes.
I went back and look. I see what I do. I go on Facebook. I go to the left first, and I go look at people's oldest pictures. You know, when you were in high school and you was all awkward. Exactly. And I went and I saw you had a lot of old YouTube videos. So you've been on YouTube for a while now. Tell me, what's the inspiration behind what you're doing on YouTube? What's the big vision, the goal?
So the big vision and the big goal for me is to reach people that are like me, that look like me and have similar struggles to me. I am a single mother. I have a son. He's 1. And I am trying to break the entertainment business, which is it's not hard, but it is difficult. So I just want to reach out to those mothers that have dreams and they have goals and they have children and they think that they can't do it, but yes, you can. And no, it isn't going to be the easiest thing that you do, but it is going to be something you can overcome. So just showing that to people. Okay,
so you're trying to kind of be the the champion for single black mothers. It's
Definitely.
Like, hey, we can do it. Young single black mothers, absolutely. Well, we all know women don't age over the age of 29 and a half anyway, so all women are young women. Let you tell it, right?
Thank you.
So tell us, you said you got your start, you started modeling, and that just led into other things. So it sounds like you're pretty good at networking.
Definitely.
Very good at networking. Tell us how you kind of got your start doing that. Did someone teach you that, or was that something you kind of just learned by going through, or is it just a pretty face, or is that it too?
Okay, so at first it really was a pretty face. I just would smile and hope that people would like me.
Yeah.
Then eventually I got into sales. I got into furniture sales. A lot of people don't know that.
Really?
But I
What
have
store?
a sales background. Home Zone Furniture.
Okay.
So when Home Zone first opened, I opened one of the first stores.
Okay.
So I got there and I started learning how to network and really start talking to people and sell the furniture. And
Did you do pretty well there?
I did great.
Okay.
And mind you, I was 18 and I was making something like with K's at the end, okay? I was making good money. But
You're so damn animated.
so just learning how to sell things, I just told myself, like, if you can sell furniture, you can sell anything. So sell yourself. Tell people who you are and what you do and what you want to do and what you want to be. And I just took it from there.
I love it. I love it. If you can sell furniture, you can sell yourself. I like it. I like it. I like it. So then, do you ever have people come to you and say, hey, you know, you're very popular? Kind of how I did. Like, you're very popular. You're building things. Like, I love your attitude. I love your person. I want to be like you, right? Do you ever have people come to you and say things like that?
People definitely say those things, and it makes me stay on my P's and Q's. Like, ever since you said that, I've tried to definitely come hard with the content, make sure that everything looks nice and it's aesthetically pleasing. So people do that, and it does set a different type of pressure on me, but I enjoy that.
So let's talk about social media, because that's your wheelhouse, right?
Yeah.
Tell us some mistakes that you see entrepreneurs and like social media personalities make that maybe you made when you first got started.
Okay, so number one is what I tell you all the time.
Okay, just put me in front.
You have to be consistent, everybody. You have to believe in consistency. Consistency will help you build your brand. You are a brand. Make sure you're consistently telling people and showing people who you are, because people forget. We do it all the time. And then two, what I will say is I'm victim to it sometimes too, a lot of the time, is I post stuff that people really don't care about. The only person that cares about is me. So sometimes I'm posting pictures of me in the gym. Nobody's buying into Jim Kirsten, because Jim Kirsten is not really there. I mean, excuse me, Jim. Nobody's buying into Jim Say. Nobody really. I don't have the 6-pack yet. So you have to buy into who you really are, and make sure that you're promoting that, putting that on the forefront at all times. So, two main things: if you don't take anything away from this video, be consistent and post about you, the you that you want people to buy into.
So when you were saying, so give me the difference between posting about you and still posting about things that are relevant that people care about.
So for me personally, I post a lot about my son. Which is fine, right?
People love that, don't they? I get more likes when I have my son in my photos than anything else, and it's like, this is my Facebook, damn it. Okay, go ahead.
Exactly. So it's the way that I post about my son. Instead of posting like, he did this today, he did that today, I have to say, okay, he did this, but let me show you how it relates to what I'm doing as a mother. And then after I show you how it's relating to what I do as a mother, go to my YouTube channel, because you're going to see more of that. You're going to see more of me and my son, and how all of this relates to my YouTube channel and me as a person. Make it all relatable. Even if you're talking about your son, throw in how the entrepreneurship. Oh, he can be anything he wants to be because his dad is doing it. That's what you're selling. You're selling entrepreneurship.
Yes.
Be sure that you include that in everything that you do.
Love it. So it's not what you post, it's how you post it and you're related. Okay. Did you ever have any like training on social media or anything, or is this all stuff that you're learning as you go, that you're learning from YouTube, or did you buy any classes, or how did you learn everything?
I have to shout out, because I know she's going to watch this, I have to shout out my favorite professor in the whole wide world. Her name is Jalissa Jones. Jay, I love you, girl. Jay So Famous on Instagram. She is definitely the person that I look up to in social media. She taught me so much in such a short amount of time, and I literally, everything that I've been doing since about 2017 to currently is all thanks to her.
I love it. I love it. So, do you have? So, when you're as popular as you are, and you know you're only going to get bigger, I can see you being like the Perez Hilton, right, or something like that. Do you have haters yet, or no?
The crazy thing about it is,
because you're saying some direct stuff on your Instagram, like, and I'm like, I love it, but I'm sure some people really don't like the things she's saying right now.
It's okay if they don't like me, because I like myself. Okay, but do I have haters? No, I don't think what I put out is so positive that if you hate that, you have to hate positivity. And people can't really hate on that. They can hate on my success, but they can't hate my message. So, have I run into haters? No. Have I run into people that they see me and it rubs them the wrong way? Of course, but...
Do they ever let you know that it rubs them the wrong way?
Yes.
Give me a story. I want to hear a story. Don't give me names if you don't want to make it too personal.
We'll just let them slide.
Okay.
We'll
Never
let
mind.
them slide.
All right. I like it.
They be watching, that's why.
Okay. I have a good mentor of mine. His name is Jason Graziano, and he was always saying like how people they don't want someone who's too soft. He plans on being president one day, and so he's always speaking in front of people. He's in financial services like myself, and he's like, you have to. He said you can't be too soft, but you can't be too much of a dictator either. But people respect. They may not like you, but people respect people who take a stance. Like, this is my opinion on this subject. Versus politicians, what do we hear them say? Hey, this is my stance on immigration. But 6 months later, when they're pandering to another audience, this is my stance on it. And people don't respect that. So a lot of things you say, it's like, I like it, I agree with it. It's kind of like that tough love, but others don't like it, right? So I'm sure you have a group of people who love you and another group of people who just can't stand you, and they may or may not tell you.
But the thing about that is with whomever group that I'm speaking to, I'm still going to be myself. I don't have to pretend about who I'm going to be. I don't have to make up what I'm going to say on any given day. I'm me every single day, so you're buying into that. You're not buying into a caricature. You get what you get.
You're selling you. I love it. So do you, what products do you have right now? I know you have your t-shirts. Anything else that the people need to know about?
So I do have my t-shirts out right now, the Sévon, not 7 t-shirts. Coming in the fall, I will have my dad caps. You can purchase those as well.
Dad caps?
My dad caps. They have the Say It's Bae. You saw it on my Instagram.
Yes.
They're on my Instagram.
Yes, okay.
So they're just the caps that kind of curve like that.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, my dad caps, they'll be on sale soon. And at the top of the year in January, be on the lookout for a lot more stuff. I'm trying to get sportswear going. So when you go into the gym, you're definitely supporting Sévon. And then I want to start going into the fashion industry, because you comment on what I dress like all the time. So definitely gonna dig into that.
Sharp. You're always sharp. Always. So a lot of the feedback I've gotten from the viewers is they love hearing stories. There are a lot of times they're like, damn, your success. Yeah, you're successful, but that doesn't help me. Tell me something where you messed up and how you learned from it, so I can learn from your mistakes rather than making my own. So tell us some mistakes that you made early on that now looking back at it, you're like, man, I can't believe I did that.
Some mistakes that I made early on is, one, trying to find somebody else, follow somebody else's timeline. Everybody has their own timeline, and they are going to be successful at whatever time God allows them to be successful. So make sure that you're not looking at everybody else's timeline. Your time will come, and when it comes, you have to be prepared for it. So since I'm speaking on preparedness, what I will say is that there was a time that I wanted something so bad, but I didn't even realize I wasn't prepared for it. I thought going into Bayer Boot that I was just gonna excel and this was gonna be my ticket and everything. Once I started Bayer Boot, I noticed that I needed grooming. That, say, now you need to take a class. You need to take a speech class. You need to take a communications class. You need to take an acting class. You need to be prepared for whatever is coming next. You need to take a psychology class, because you have to be able to take criticism. And a lot of people...
So you weren't very good at taking criticism at the beginning?
I was so hurt by anything that anybody ever said that wasn't a plus to me. So now...
How long ago was this when you realized that?
How long ago was this when I realized that? I want to say it was when I first started working with Bayer Boot, because I work with all guys. They're all guys, and they all talk to each other any type of way. And so being on board, they talk to me the same way now.
So was it a year ago, 6 months ago?
It was a year ago.
Okay.
But hello, let me tell you, hey, this is a work in progress. You don't get it overnight. So just learning that you don't know everything and that you need to learn before you can get to that next level. Just acknowledging that stuff and don't be ignorant to you. You cannot change what you are not aware of. So make yourself aware. Just know that everybody has a weakness and identify your weaknesses.
So when you were saying a minute ago, you were saying, I need to take this class, I was unprepared. Did someone else tell you that, or did you realize that about yourself first?
I had to have self-awareness. There is nobody going on this journey with me. I have to do it by myself. And so I made myself aware, and once I made myself aware, I started putting into it. Putting that money into it, making a commitment into it, asking people, reaching out, making sure that I was doing all of those things.
Who holds you accountable?
Who holds me accountable? Every single day I wake up, I have a little person sitting next to me. And I say that I can't be spending all of this money, and I can't be spending all of this time, and not make sure that it has a benefit for him. I feel like he doesn't even know it, but he definitely holds me accountable.
Love it. I love it. So, last question I have for you. Tell us about some of the limiting beliefs that you had when you first got started. Because there's a lot of people who want to start a business, and they talk themselves out of it because they believe they won't be successful, so they never even try. Tell us some of the beliefs that you had when maybe you first got started. Because I know, like, being a single mother, no one wants to be a single mother. Like, it just ends up happening. It's like, shoot, now I'm here, right? So maybe tell us some limiting beliefs that you had to get rid of, or that have changed since starting your journey as an entrepreneur.
Since starting as a model, I was very petite. I was really little, and I had the model look. After I had my son, it changed. Everything changed. So I had to start becoming different, because I looked different, and I act different, and I walk different, and I talk different. So I had to be different. And for me, changing was the best thing that ever happened to me, because now my brand is something that I believe in. When at first I was being anything and everything that everybody else was being. Now I have to create my own lane and find my own lane. And that's what I feel like is what I've overcome. And this whole thing is that after having a baby, redefining myself and sticking to it.
I love it. I like this. I like taking notes because I can go back and look at what the people are saying. So I've heard you say you got to be consistent. You got to post what's relevant, not just what you care about. It's not what you post, but how you tie in your brand and your character into it. And I love the be okay with taking criticism and taking feedback, because that is huge for me. Huge for me. There's this quote, I forget, I don't have it, but I one of my limiting beliefs when I first got started was I have a hard time keeping friends because I'm so direct. Like, I have a friend who I would ask him, hey, I'm having an event, you should come out. He'd be like, yeah, dude, I'll be there. And he would never show up, right? And so I say the same thing I say to you, is like, when he would invite me to something, or if I have a friend like that, you become the people who you surround yourself with. So if I have friends who are flaky, who don't hold their word, then what does that say about me?
Exactly.
Right? So I love that. And I'm real tough about giving criticism and feedback. Well, I have to learn how to do it in a way that it's seen as loving and things like that. So lastly, man, my demographic, probably a lot of the same, right? They are anywhere between the ages of 18 to 35, 40. They have a full-time job, and they're looking to build a business on the side, right? Young, minorities, African Americans. I want you to look in the camera and give them maybe your 1, 2, or 3 tips that you wish you had known when you first got started.
When I first got started, tip number 1, don't quit that job just yet. You need money to make money. So, budget. Learn how to budget, and learn how to do it in a way that actually benefits whatever business you're trying to start. 2, do not listen to naysayers. There are going to be plenty of them, and if you are another one, you are going to limit yourself. Do not listen to them. What God has for you, nobody can speak out of you. It is for you, honey. And number 3, what I will say is what I say about social media. You have to be consistent. You have to keep going. Keep going. It's going to pay off.
I love it. Lastly, it's not like you're not all over the damn internet anyway, but if they haven't heard of you, they don't know where to find you, where can the people find you, and how can they contact you?
All right, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at 2 Sevon. You can find me on Facebook at Sévon. Make sure you put the accent on top of the E. You can find me on Snapchat at Sévon Official, and you can email me anytime at Sévon, Sevon official @gmail.com. Make sure you check out my YouTube as well, Mama Say.
Awesome. Till next time, thank you so much for coming and joining me. This is Argustic, Dunbar, the Hybrid Entrepreneur, signing off.